Longer workouts aren't always more effective for fat loss. It's the intensity that determines how effective your workout is for burning fat. This study looked at 40 students, 20 men, 20 female, with the average BMI of 29.5, about the average in the US right now. They split them evenly into two groups. Group 1 did only HIIT, high intensity interval training. Group 2 did MICT, moderate intensity consistent training. The workout length in the HIIT group was 28 minutes long. The workout length on the MICT groups was 35 minutes long. Both groups did their workout 3 times a week for 8 weeks, and the result will blow your mind. The males in the HIIT group lost 2.4 times more body fat than the group that did MICT, with the average male losing 24% of their body fat. The females who did the HIIT group lost 3.8 times more body fat than the females who did MICT, with the average female losing about 27% of their body fat. And that's not all. Let's look at health metric. Triglyceride, the health metric that indicates the rate of metabolism. Except for BMI and body fat, triglyceride is one of the metrics that correlate most with all-cause mortalities, and males in the HIIT group reduced their triglyceride with 16.4%, and the female reduced it with 18.9% on average, while the group doing the MICT experienced no significant reduction in their triglyceride. And when it comes to LDL cholesterol, often called the bad cholesterol, LDL cholesterol is what cardiologists believe builds plaques in our arteries. Ideally, we want it to be as low as possible. The males in the HIIT group reduced their LDL 175% more than the MICT. The females in the HIIT group reduced their LDL 45% more than the MICT group. In this study, on average, participants doing HIIT lost 28% of their body fat in less than 2 months by only working out 1.5 hours each week. If you want to feel more confident, get healthier, improve your libido, energy levels, all you need to do is to focus to get under 20% body fat, 27% if you're a woman. And you don't need to spend hours in the gym for your workout to be effective for fat loss. So here's 5 workouts that everyone can do that are super effective for burning calories. And I'm going to give you different type of workouts so you can choose what you enjoy the most and still burn a lot of calories. Whether your goal is just to burn as many calories as possible or burn a lot of calories but improve functional fitness, or burn a lot of calories and build a lot of muscle at the same time, there is a workout here that will fit your goals. But I'm saving the one that burns the most calories till the end because I'm a YouTuber. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. But let's begin. The first workout is an upper body session focused on chest and back. Now, upper body session usually involves smaller muscle groups like biceps, triceps, shoulders, which don't burn as much calories as a bigger muscle group do. A rule of thumb is the bigger the muscle group, the more calories you burn. That is why we're pairing the 2 biggest upper body muscles groups together, the chest and the back, to maximize calorie burn. And instead of having tons of isolation exercises where you don't burn as much calories from, we'll mostly focus on compound movements. Exercises that train multiple muscle in a muscle group, and compound movements will save you time and help you burn more calories. So superset 1 is 3 sets where we superset dumbbell rows with dumbbell incline bench press. Superset 2 is that you pair pull-ups with dips, 3 sets there also. What you'll notice is that there's a lot of supersets. Why? Because training volume is what mainly determines how effective a weightlifting session is for burning calories. You'll burn the same amount of calories whether you do 120 reps in 30 minutes or do 120 reps in 60 minutes. But superset lets us pack in more reps faster. So not only do we save time, but we can burn the same amount of calories in a much shorter window. Another reason why I choose to pair chest and back together is because they're opposite muscle group, which means we can actually get better quality sets versus supersetting the same muscle group, which usually leads to junk volume. You know, those light, easy rep at the end, they don't do much for whether strength or muscle growth. But when you're alternating chest and back, which is the opposite of muscle groups, you get a break while the others work, so you can lift heavier, get more quality sets, and grow more muscle in the same time. Superset number 3 in workout number 1 is 3 sets where we pair biceps curls and triceps extension. We are going to end the workout with accessory exercises because It is fucking important to end the session with a pump or a swole where the veins is sticking out on your arms so you can catch someone's attention across the gym. And finishing a session with arms is like a happy ending. It makes the whole session just overall better. You end in high. Workout complete. I burned 287 calories in 30 minutes. That is a lot, especially for weightlifting session. Like in comparison, I have Jeff Nippert Pure Bodybuilding Program, the first one, and I did a push workout not so long ago, and in that workout, I burned 253 calories in 53 minutes. That is only 143 calories every 30 minutes. So this workout is twice as effective as the workout I did on Jeff Nippert's program every 30 minutes. Workout 2 is a lower body and shoulder workout. Superset 1 is 3 sets with push press, superset with Romanian deadlift. Superset 2 is your superset dumbbell shoulder press with kettlebell front rack lunges, 3 sets of that. Superset 3 is where you superset lateral raises with wall balls, 3 sets of that also. Leg workout naturally burn way more calories because your glutes, hamstring and quads are some of the biggest muscle groups in your body. And I'm pairing legs with shoulder because then I can keep doing superset, doing more volume in less time, and I get quality sets in those supersets because I'm not over fatiguing the same muscles again. And I know training legs isn't everyone's favorite. It's definitely not my favorite, but it's very important, not only for body composition, but also it impacts functional strength. It helps us recover from falls, which is important as we get older. It impacts testosterone levels and overall metabolic health. As for how many reps you should be doing in your workout, well, I use something called DUP, Daily Undulation Periodization. It's a science-backed method that changes your rep every session, switching between strength and hypertrophy. So a study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning took 22 college-age men with lifting experience and divided them into 2 groups to compare DUP versus linear periodization over 12 weeks on the leg presses and the bench press. The DUP group adjusted their reps every session, while the linear group adjusted it every 4 weeks. And the DUP group got twice as good results as the linear group on the leg press and the bench press. That's not all. Another study in 2008 examines the effect of DUP and linear periodization on firefighter training performance. So the DUP group achieved better upper body strength, lower body strength, power output, vertical jump, and grinder speed. DUP forces your muscle to constantly adapt, which break plateaus and boost long-term muscle growth results. Because DUP changes your reps range every session, I haven't listed the specific reps on these videos, but I've already done the work for you. You can download all the workout completely free in the link in the description. And in those workouts, the rep ranges are already set, changing every session following DUP. It's free, you are welcome. The next workout is a high-intensity interval training, also known as HIIT, on the treadmill. The study I referred to in the beginning were participants doing HIIT for 28 minutes who lost on average 24% of their body fat, 2.4 more times than the people who did NYCT and who also worked out for 35 minutes. The protocol they use in that study is workout number 3. 4 rounds where you slow jog for 4 minutes at 85 to 9% of your max heart rate, and then rest for 3 minutes at 50 to 60% of your max heart rate. So just to compare, I did zone 2 walking for 45 minutes. I burned 303 calories, which is about 189 calories per 30 minutes. Interval workout where I did 4 rounds where I was 4 minutes at 85 to 90% of max heart rate and 3 minutes at 50 to 60% of my max heart rate, I burned 353 calories in just 28 minutes. About an average of 378 calories per 30 minutes. That is nearly double as much as zone 2. If you're wondering how to reach 85 to 90% of your max heart rate while slow jogging, it's simple. You just increase the incline and the pace until you hit that zone. But increasing incline is much easier than increasing pace, especially as the beginner. To calculate your max heart rate, use this formula: 220 minus your age. Now, you could definitely hit 85 to 90% of your max heart rate running too, but I think slow jogging on incline is way better, especially for most people, because it's easier to stick to for beginners, it's less impact on your joint and easier to control the intensity with inclines. Even if you're not trying to lose weight or you're purely focused on weight training, training cardio is important. Cardio improves cardiorespiratory fitness, which is your body's ability to deliver oxygen to your muscle when they are needed. So, for health, according to a 2009 meta-analysis, cardiorespiratory fitness is one of the strongest predictors of all-cause mortalities. Almost every study in that meta-analysis, which is a study of many studies, favored high cardio fitness when it comes to both living longer and lowering the risk of developing cardiovascular diseases. And for weightlifting, good cardio also make weightlifting better. If your cardio isn't up to par, even something like 3 sets of 8 on the squats might feel like absolute death if your cardio is not right. Not because your legs are tired, just because you're just gasping for air at that point. Cardio helps you recover faster between sets so you can handle more volume. In the end, that will lead to more muscle growth. Workout number 4 is a full body workout. So full body workout is, in my opinion, the most efficient way to train, especially if you're a beginner or if you have limited time, because you train multiple muscle groups in one session, making it as easy as possible for you to hit each muscle group at least twice a week, which is super important in the beginning if you want to stimulate muscle growth. Also, full body workouts, you burn a lot of calories, and as long your goal isn't to step on stage with fake tan and a pair of Speedos to impress a bunch of other dudes, full body workout can get you where you need to go when it comes to muscle building and also strength. Workout number 4 is a full body circuit. Circuits of 6 sets. Exercise 1, incline bench press. Exercise 2, barbell rows. Exercise 3, dumbbell shoulder press. Exercise 4, Romanian deadlift. And we'll finish up with butterfly sit-ups, then take 1 to 2 minute rest. Workout done, 353 calories in 31 minutes. That is an average of 341 calories every 30 minutes. That's not bad. Freaking dizzy now though, so gonna be great going home and get some food. You've probably noticed that all the workout I've shared is around 30 minutes long, and that is on purpose. You see, Newton's first law of motion says that objects that are in motion, they stay in motion. But objects that are at rest, they stay at rest. If I told you to read 500 pages, you probably never start. But if I told you you can just read 1 page, you probably do it. But once you've read 1 page, you're more likely to continue. Maybe you'll end up reading 6-7 pages. 30 minutes workout lowers the barrier to entry. Once you get started, it's more likely for you to continue and be consistent, because objects that are in motion, they stay in motion. Here's why consistency is everything in fat loss. Yes, burning calories during the workout helps, but the real power of working out is the domino effect it creates. Once you start exercising regularly, you'll naturally begin to eat better, sleep more, drink less, and take better care of yourself overall. So what the heck is EMOM? So EMOM, it stands for every minute on the minutes. And here's the workout. It's 6 rounds of 1 minute on the rower, followed by 1 minute farmer's carry, 1 minute box steps up, 1 minute burpees, 1 minute wall balls, and then 1 minute rest. And like I mentioned, 6 rounds of that. And what I really like about this workout is that it's super beginner friendly. Everybody can do those exercises. The exercises are also very functional, meaning that they'll carry over to real life movement, help you build a strong, capable body. Plus, I burned 458 calories in only 35 minutes, which is an average of 393 calories every 30 minutes, making it the most effective workout in this list for burning fat, while it's also really easy to stick with. You might think 150 calories less per workout doesn't sound like much, but trust me, over time it adds up. If you're training 3 to 4 times per week, that is 450 to 600 calories more you burn each week. And that can make a huge difference. People who successfully lose weight and keep it off long term aren't the one who starves themselves with massive calorie cuts, because that is really hard to sustain long term. Instead, they have an active lifestyle and they reduce calories moderately, like reducing your calories with 100 or 150 calories below your maintenance, because your active lifestyle will make up for the rest. If you train twice a week and want to build practical strength and burn fat, I would go for EMOM and full body weightlifting circuits. If you want to do more traditional strength training and train 3 times a week, do chest and back, legs and shoulders, and full body circuits. You'll hit every muscle group more than twice a week, which is perfect. Or if you train 4 times a week, a good split could be day 1, chest and back, day 2, legs and shoulders, day 3, incline slow jogging intervals, day 4, full body circuits. I gave you 5 different type of workouts, so you can mix and match based on your goals, time, and what you enjoy doing. And you can get them all for free, link in description. Just remember, consistency is key. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out this video. YouTube is pretty smart and they think you'll love this one. So trust the algorithm and give it a watch. Stay healthy, keep thriving, and I hope I see you over there. Peace.